Hello, I'm Chris Beecham and welcome to IG's trade of the week for the week beginning Monday, the 29th of July, the last week of July. We'll look at this week's trade in a minute, but first let's look back to last week, which was my trade of the week going long FTSE 100. Interesting one because our stop was at 8100 on this index and it drifted down into Thursday's session and then hit that stop. It then reversed higher. So in a classic case of what happens often in markets, sometimes the view is right, but the price action stops you out, but you then essentially have to do the same thing. Our view was that the FTSE 100 had stabilized above 8100 and was looking for a break higher as it was moving higher on Monday. It then reversed lower, but is back on Thursday and Friday back to where it was, and then continued to gain on Friday. Now, the interesting thing this week is that not only has it rallied to 8300, it is now in early trading on Monday at its highest level since the end of May. Crucially, moving above this 8300 zone of resistance that has marked the upside since the beginning of June. So the fact that that's happened, you could argue that you should still look at staying long FTSE 100 or going long again because we've stopped out at the FTSE 100 with an expected target, at least in the short term, of those May highs. There's not very much upside, but it's definitely, we could just see finally this consolidation having resolved into a move higher. The fact you had a close down below 8100 that was so firmly bought does send a message that there's a lot of buying pressure out there, which at least is driving the FTSE 100 higher in the short term. But on to this week's trade, we'll look at euro dollar here. And after two gains at the end of last week on Thursday and Friday, prices reversed lower. So as we head into the Fed meeting on Wednesday, it looks like the dollar is strengthening. And of course, the Fed is not expected to cut rates this week. So we're looking going short euro dollar for this week, for Monday, the 29th of July, with an initial downside. Well, looking at targets perhaps in the direction of 107.50 in the coming week or so, perhaps. With our stop, crucially, we're going to put our stop at about 108.80. So above these highs from the latter half of last week, 108.80 for our short on euro dollar, expecting it to continue to decline. So about a 45 point stop loss with an expectation of declines below the 200-day moving average, depending on what the Fed says. So we're going short euro dollar for the week beginning Monday, the 29th of July, with our stop at 108.80.